For the first time following his £1 million move from Tottenham, and his inclusion was the only change to the Rangers side, which beat Hibs at Easter Road last week. Neil Murray, the player, dropping out. There was no Willie Jimison in the Thistle defence. His place went to Grant Tierney, with Martin Clark and Isaac English back in the Firhill starting lineup. The referee was Mike Pocock from Aberdeen. The commentator, as usual, Jerry McNee.
It's Partick Thistle who get this all-ticket match underway. The capacity at Firhill these days, just over 19,000. And a huge Rangers following here. All of their allocation going during the week. Thistle still had a few tickets on sale this morning, but a big noisy crowd. And of course, Gordon Durie making his debut for Rangers, and Chick Charnley back in the Partick Thistle fold, and there he is quickly taking that free kick. Sending the ball to Ian Cameron, the Maryhill lad who joined here from Aberdeen. It's McKee playing it through to Britton. So the crowd will no doubt fire up these players, but the offside flag is up there against Isaac English. He's been on the substitutes bench, in fact come on in the past 2 games. Celebrated his 22nd birthday earlier this month. There's the Scotland manager, Craig Brown, in the stand, just behind Walter Smith and the Rangers directors. It's headed away by Brown, picked up there by Taylor. And it's David Robertson stepping in for Rangers. Well, Ollie Maxwell getting a bit flustered. And the pass-back rule causing him a problem. And the goalkeeper slipping there. That could have been costly. It would have done his confidence too much good in these early stages. It was Robertson who sent the ball back to him. He seemed to have plenty of time. And just losing his footing there. But he recovered and stayed relatively calm. This is Britton, closed down by Brown. Clark tries to get forward. Call now for Rangers, who are pouring players forward. This is Haitley. The referee steps in and awards free kick. So McCall had plenty of space on the left. Rangers had plenty of players forward. And Haitley got the touch there, but Milne took a knock as he collided with one of the Rangers players. But back on his feet now. Off Brown's head. This is English, a nice first touch there, and a marvellous goal! Isaac English, 21 minutes. He gets his 2nd goal of the season. Well, a superb first touch there by the Thistle player. And he's delighted with himself. The long ball played through. He took on Richard Gough, completely wrong-footed the Rangers skipper. And what a terrific finish, right into the corner. It's Partick Thistle 1, Rangers 0. Superb goal for Partick Thistle. This is Haitley now for Rangers. Laid off by Durant. Ferguson. This is Robertson. Trying to wind up for the shot here. It's Mikhailichenko, and it's a marvellous save by Craig Nelson. Good effort by Alexei Mikhailichenko, and the goalkeeper managed to claw the ball away to safety. Great shot, superb save. Through for Britton. It's challenged by Gough. He turns away well there though. Good play by Britton. He's right through here. The goalkeeper coming to meet him. Maxwell does well. Oh, Britton combining well there with English. Getting away from Gough again. Well, good spirited play this by Partick Thistle. Not content to sit on their 1-goal lead. They're pushing forward at every opportunity. This is Britain. Clark. Sent down by McPherson, only as far as Cameron. And that's a good effort by Ian Cameron. It was headed down initially by McPherson. And Cameron is seeing the opening there. Drove it through with the left foot. It bounced just in front of the goalkeeper, and Maxwell handled it well. Goff pushing forward now. Finding Durie. Durie using his strength. And he topples to the ground as he's challenged there by Greg Watson, who is unhappy with the referee's decision. It's Hitley over the ball. He's got a terrific left foot on this fella. Drives it through. That's a good effort. Well taken by Craig Nelson. Good strike that by Hitley. Using the left peg. It was an upward one for Nelson. Long and through now for Hitley. That's a great ball. This is Hitley, and he fails to cash in. It's an easy save in the end for Craig Nelson. What a chance there for Hitley to add to his 14 goals this season. You'd have put money on him scoring there. He tried to pick his spot, but he had it virtually straight at the goalkeeper. He'll be disappointed with that effort. In comes the cross. And again, Thistle get it away. And this is Cameron. The break's on here. Taylor's popped up on the left. English is in the middle, so too is Charnley. Good play by Taylor. Great play by Taylor, driving it through. It's blocked by the goalkeeper. The chance is still on here. It's English. He topples to the ground there. He's challenged by Ferguson. No howls from the Thistle fans for a penalty kick, but Clay answers the referee. Well, it was great play by Taylor. Getting away initially from McCall and then from Ian Ferguson. Driving the ball through. The goalkeeper did well to block it. And it was cut back towards the path of English. He was lining up for the shot, and the challenge went in there from Ferguson. This is English. It's Taylor. Playing it through, Charnley's in there. Robertson responds, it's still not properly cleared. In comes Cameron. And the ball goes behind for another corner kick to Thistle. They're finishing the first half in some style. It was Taylor who sent the high ball in. It was headed away by Robertson. And then Cameron picked it up. And Rangers were forced into conceding the corner kick. It's Goff's header. Mikhailichenko's well back. It's the ball though straight at Milne. Drives in the low one. It's an awkward one for the goalkeeper. Callum Milne. Well, he scored already this season. That's not a bad effort from there. This is Clark. Hitley's back defending. Still Thistle have it. This is Cameron. Britain turning there against Brown. And there goes the half-time whistle. Well, what a terrific first half by Partick Thistle. Taking the lead after 21 minutes through Isaac English. A great first touch by him, stepping away from Richard Goff and slamming the ball into the net with his left foot. At the other end, Craig Nelson had a superb save. Mikhailichenko turned, hit in a good shot, and Nelson clawed the ball away to safety. It's been Thistle's first half, though. The half-time score here at Firhill. Partick Thistle 1, Rangers 0. It's Rangers who start the second half with it all to do. And Thistle have had a good record recently, just 3 defeats in the last 13 games, and 2 of those coming at the hands of Kilmarnock, who won here last week. The other victors were Celtic. And Thistle, of course, had a 1-1 draw with Rangers at Ibrox on September the 11th. And as the goal scorer for Thistle this afternoon, number 10, Isaac English. the referee awarding the throw to Rangers. This is Goff. Long one from McPherson, looking for Haitley. He gets the touches of Ferguson. That's a real chance for Ian Ferguson. Not pulling the ball wide of target. Good climb there by Haitley. And that's the type of ball that Ferguson usually thunders into the net. It's Tierney climbing there above Haitley and feet up there, and Rangers have the free kick. Richard Goff to take it. Same in at Durie. Ball right across the face of goal. That's brave goalkeeping, and the free kick against Haitley. Well, Nelson had the ball, and Haitley was late with his challenge. It was Durie who climbed well. The goalkeeper committed himself, and Haitley collided there with Nelson. Goff. Charged down by English. This is Britton. And taken out of the play by the Rangers captain, and he'll be booked for that. Well, he was warned a couple of times in the first half. And he took the Thistle striker right out of the play. So the first booking of the afternoon. That was slack play by Rangers which led to all of this. The card is shown. That puts Richard Goff under a lot of pressure for the remainder of this match, especially the way the Thistle players are performing. Britton and English causing plenty of problems. Well backed up by Taylor and Cameron. And not to mention Charnley. And this is Charnley playing it through. Britton gets a touch. So the referee stepping in and awarding the free kick to Rangers. Some fans complaining that Maxwell has stolen a yard or so there. It's touched on by Durant and cleared by Greg Watson. McPherson coming well forward to take this throw. This is Ian Ferguson. A great header there by Mikhailchenko, and a superb save by Nelson. Well, it was Ferguson who got in a very good cross. Mikhailchenko responded, angled the ball well, and the goalkeeper brought off a superb save. The Rangers about to make a change. Alex Mikhailchenko is going off, and the Ukrainian will be replaced by the Dutchman, Peter Houstra. So Goff's header, chested down by Taylor. This is Clark. The offside flag is up though against George Shaw. Well, he's got one goal so far, has George Shaw, and operating on month-to-month contracts at the moment. So the long ball from Goff aimed at Haitley, and it's a free kick against the Rangers striker. Backing in there to Tierney. Well, despite the loss of Willie Jimison this afternoon, Thistle have done extremely well at the back. A lot of it down to that man now, Grant Tierney. The header from Goff. This is Haitley. Charnley's in there, losing out there to McCall. Now it's Durie. Rangers pouring players forward. It's through for McCall. There's no flag. He gets in the cross. The goalkeeper's caught there. The chance on, and it's Peter Houstra. 66 minutes, and Rangers get the equaliser. At last, something for the fans to cheer about. Peter Houstra gets his 5th goal of the season. It was Gordon Durie who sent the ball through to McCall. There were claims for offside by the Thistle defenders. The flag stayed down, the cross came in, the goalkeeper was caught, and the ball broke for Peter Houstra. Took a bit of a deflection there off Callum Milne and away into the back of the net, but it's Houstra's goal. It's Partick Thistle 1, Rangers 1. Here comes Thistle now. And Shaw sending the ball just over the top. And Maxwell and Goff having a word with one another. The ball dropping in behind the Rangers defence. The Rangers took 6 points out of 8 last season in the matches with Thistle. But suffered a defeat here towards the end of the season. And they're finding it difficult again this afternoon. Rangers away record, in fact, has been good. They've won 4, drawn 4, and lost just the 1. It's their home record that's been the problem. There's a chance on here, perhaps, for George Shaw, and that wasn't far away. Well, he's had a couple of efforts at goal already. He hit this one well. Certainly had Maxwell scrambling. This is Charnley. Callum Milne closed down by Durie. Durie will be spoken to by the referee for persistent fouling. That's the second one in the space of a couple of minutes. And going in late there. And he's fortunate to get away with just a word of warning. But this is his debut. He'll be finding it difficult, I'm sure, picking up with his teammates and coming to terms with the pace of the Premier Division again. Meanwhile, it's Taylor floating in the free kick. And Rangers look very convincing there at all. Inside their own 6-yard area. Goff and Heatley and McPherson all bunched in there. And it was McPherson who got the touch. Almost a case of too many cooks. Charnley swings in the corner, the goalkeeper commits himself. That's only as far as Clark. This is Gary Stevens stepping in ahead of Taylor. It's Durie. McCall, through for Durant. Watson caught there in 2 minds, it's Durant. Through for Heatley, but it's not a good ball. McPherson, now it's Brown. It's given away to Cameron. He does well, he steps away from McCall and Durant. And it's Brown who makes the challenge. This is Charnley. Keeping possession. Almost caught there by Heatley. This is Taylor to McKee. And the referee calling over Heatley. A late challenge on McKee after the Thistle player had released the ball. Heatley pleading his innocence. Richard Goff has already been booked. This was Charnley who played the ball in the direction of McKee. And he released it forward as he took it from Taylor. And Heatley went in late. So the yellow card is shown. Second booking of the afternoon, Goff and Heatley. And McKee has recovered. A bit of slack play by both sides. Getting the touch, but straight to Britton. Cameron's running just ahead of him. Britton trying to barge his way through there. Still the ball's in play. It's Charnley. This is Britton. Not a bad effort. Surrounded there by Rangers players. It was Charnley who sent it in. Britton controlled the ball, got in the shot. Stepping in, awarding the free kick to Rangers, who are anxious to go on with things. Goff's well forward again. It's aimed in his direction. He gets in the header, and it's off the post from Gordon Durie. Well, almost a debut goal for Durie. It was was a superb header initially by Richard Gough. The ball floated across in his direction. Superb header by Gough. Durie then knocking it off the post. Touch on there by Cameron. Can Thistle finish it all off? It's Britton getting in the cross, and it's McPherson who sends the ball behind for the corner kick. Well, that's half a minute of injury time played as Taylor prepares to take this corner kick for Thistle. Can they snatch it? And McPherson under pressure here, so too is the goalkeeper. The referee steps in and awards the free kick to Rangers. And the final whistle sounds. Applause rings round the ground, and certainly plenty of effort from both sets of players. Partick Thistle had the better of the first half exchanges, but it was Peter Houstra who came on as substitute and equalised after 66 minutes. Rangers worked the ball down the right, the cross came in, the ball broke down to Houstra, and his shot deflected slightly off Callum Milne into the back of the net. Partick Thistle 1, Rangers 1.
As you can see, 2 yellow cards for Rangers, the attendance 17,000. Afterwards, Jerry spoke to Walter Smith, but first to Thistle boss, John Lambie.
John, fine fighting Thistle performance, and the first half there was some superb football.
Yes, the first half really I thought that we were streets ahead of Rangers as far as the football situation goes, and we put them under a lot of pressure, and that says a lot for the players that can put Rangers Football Club under pressure.
And I know you were worried after losing Willie Jimison that you would miss his height in there, but your defenders responded.
Yes, Grant Durie came in and had a magnificent game against Hatley, but it's a team game, and I don't think at the end of the day I had one failure today, Jerry.
What about your front players? They battled hard too, didn't they?
Yes, they battled hard, but with a lot of skill in midfield with Cameron, Charlie and Taylor, and I think at the end of the day, looking at both midfields and what we had and what Rangers had, that we came out on top in the midfield as far as possession and skill was.
I felt at the start of the game neither of the teams looked as though they were going to put the other under a bit of pressure. It was just middle of the park stuff basically, and then we lost a goal, and trying to get back into the game again allowed Partick Thistle 1 or 2 chances, and they finished the half very strongly, and possibly when you take everything into account had the best of the first half. Although I felt we came back a little bit in the second half, having to get the goal back and put them under a bit of pressure, which we did do. Eventually got one back, and then Gordon Durie unfortunate to hit the post with a header. So I felt possibly we had the best of the second half.
What about Gordon Durie's performance? How do you rate it this afternoon?
Well, it was very difficult to judge him because I don't think we played anywhere near the standard that we have done in recent matches. And when you look, I had to change the team about a little bit to try and mix things up and try and get the goal that we were looking for. And it meant they had to play in a number of positions, which is unsettling for any player. And it was unfortunate that he's making his debut and he had to suffer in that manner. But I felt he showed enough to show that he will be an asset for us in future games.
Well, Jerry, Thistle looked mighty impressive.
Yeah, I think if they continue playing with his spirit and skill, they'll have no problems in staying in the Premier Division. Excellent performances all the way out from the goalkeeper. Craig Nelson must have impressed Scotland manager Craig Brown, who was in the stand yesterday. Great reflexes, good handling and bravery when required, and he's definitely one for the future.
Yeah, well, he got off to a great start with a terrific save from Makalichenko, and as a young goalkeeper that I've been monitoring his progress over the last few years. He was a YTS lad at Airdrie when I was at Broomfield, and I'm glad to see that he's coming on leaps and bounds and seems to be improving every time I see him. And it is interesting just now with Craig Brown being at the game, and obviously listening to the Partick fans yesterday, Scotland's #1, and he might figure in some squad. If Craig Brown just might take him along for the experience sometime. It would do him the world of good.
What about Ian Cameron, Gordon? He and the other midfielders pushed the ball around well, didn't they?
Yeah, well, I think that was the thing that impressed me most about Partick Thistle yesterday. I thought, as John Lambie said, it was a terrific all-round team performance, but in particular I felt in the middle of the park, Ian Cameron and Alec Taylor, Chick Chanley, all players that like to bring the ball down and knock it around a bit, because we seem to be at so many games this year that the ball's just bypassing the midfield and you don't see a great deal of football. And it was nice to see these guys playing yesterday, all players that are comfortable on the ball, not frightened to take possession of the ball, and as I said, that was the thing that probably impressed me most yesterday about Partick Thistle's performance.
Yeah, they did. They took up good positions and they linked well, and Cameron particularly getting some quality crosses.
Well, it's just nice to see a bit of football being played. I mean, everybody's mumping and moaning this season about the lack of quality. Well, and even John Lambie was saying in extra time on Friday night, moaning about the lack of quality. He wouldn't pay to get in to watch games. Well, I'm sure a lot of the fans went home happy yesterday that paid to get into that game.
And Jerry Britton and Isaac English, they really cashed in that midfield play, and they gave John Brown and Richard Gough quite a torrid afternoon.
Yeah, well, I mean, Isaac English, I can't say I've seen a great deal of Isaac English, but what I did see yesterday was, it was a terrific finish here, and he's a player with lots of pace as well, loves to run at defenders, and Jerry Britton's a player, what did they pay for him? I don't know, 100,000 from Celtic, and he's scoring goals for them. He's been a bargain for Partick Thistle, player that impressed me yesterday, and obviously, I mean, John Lambie's... He's been successful in the transfer market. When you look at another couple of his signings this season, Callum Milne at left back yesterday, I thought played really well, and Greg Watson alongside Grant Tierney. So he's certainly been successful in the transfer market, and Britton and English in particular yesterday were impressive.
He has, Gordon. Jerry, Rangers are getting a measure of criticism. Who impressed you?
I think Stuart McCall's starting to come back to the kind of form which made him such a force last season, and you know there's going to be terrific competition for places now. We had Walter Smith say at the top of the programme that Trevor Stevens fit again. Durie's arrived and can play in a variety of positions. Ian Fergus is there, Ian Durant. So I think things will come good for Rangers in the middle of the park, and this man here particularly I think will drive them on.
Yeah, I felt he was looking a bit livelier than I've seen him in the past, and I've seen him of late after coming back from his injury, and I think it was noticeable. It was popping up in all areas of the pitch. We've just seen him running down the left there, running down the right, I mean, back helping his defenders, up supporting his strikers, and of course he was instrumental in the Rangers getting their equaliser, making another good forward run here, and Durie slides the ball into him and he hits a ball to the back post, and Rangers get the equaliser.